My name is Emily Katz. I am a graduate of Tower Hill Schools class of 2017. This year, Tower Hill Schools started a new tradition called senior speeches. Each member of the senior class was asked to prepare a senior speech on a meaningful topic of their choice, which they would then present to the entire upper school during morning assembly. During the summer of 2016, seniors signed up for an allotted time to deliver their speech. At that time, I was scheduled to deliver my speech on May 23, 2017. On the morning of May 23rd, I was standing at the podium in morning assembly, ready to deliver my speech, when two teachers approached me and barred me from giving my speech. My speech was then reviewed by the most senior administrators at Tower Hill School, where it was prohibited and censored because of its content. It was then rewritten for me to deliver to the upper school. However, I objected to delivering the rewritten speech as it did not contain my own words and the message was changed. The following is my speech as it was originally written. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Words from Maya Angelou. Listening to classmates' speeches, it is clear that how one is treated by one's family, classmates, and teachers influences how one develops as an adult. Tara Swart, a neuroscientist at MIT, states that the teen years are a time when the brain's wiring is most malleable. Traumatic experiences that occur during this time can alter brain activity and can permanently change gene expressions. William Copeland, a clinical psychologist at Duke University Medical Center, found that victims of bullying were 4 times more likely to develop an anxiety disorder in adulthood. People who were both victims of bullying and bullies themselves had a 5 times greater risk of depression and were 10 times more likely to have suicidal thoughts or actions, and 15 times more likely to develop a panic disorder. Students spend the majority of their developmental years in school. It is therefore important that schools are safe and welcoming places for all students. It is the school's obligation to police for malicious and harmful behavior. A recent Grade Schools article highlights challenges for students when the teacher is the bully. Teachers serve as role models and are important in creating a safe environment for students to learn and build self-confidence. Negative and aggressive behavior towards students can have lasting impacts on development and self-esteem. While I have worked with caring and compassionate teachers at Tower Hill, I have also been witness to some harmful behavior towards children. It can be scarring to students when a teacher constantly uses foul language in the classroom and tells students to F off and calls a female student the P word. Or when a middle school student finds a Playboy magazine left by a teacher in their classroom. Or when a teacher makes bigoted comments such as, quote, "The Chinese kids should be good at math. We should get them to sign up for Math League." Or even when a male teacher commands a female student to, quote, "say it like you mean it," when reading an inappropriate and sexual passage in a book. Racism, bigotry, and misogyny exist in the Tower Hill community. I have experienced numerous anti-Semitic encounters, including a classmate repeatedly telling me, quote, "Your family is so Jewish," and, quote, "Your dad is the most Jewish-looking man I have ever seen," to students making anti-Semitic jokes about the Holocaust, to a parent at the school mockingly saying, quote, Oh, the poor little Jew, always picking on the poor Jews. And to a boy drawing swastikas on a notebook for me to see. I have even had students purposely paint my clothing and then laugh at me, and have had boys create a whisper down the lane chain saying, quote, "Emily is fat." This past year, I witnessed bigoted and ignorant sentiments when senior boys made hateful comments saying, quote, "We should just bomb the F out of the Middle East because who cares?" As well as mockingly saying, quote, "I hate Indians, I hate curry." There also exists a boys will be boys culture, where male students feel comfortable saying to girls, quote, "I'm using you, get used to being used, #woman." And a culture that enables a fight club to not only exist, but to expand and infect the student body, and students actively doing drugs in the restrooms. There exists a lack of integrity of some students, and a defectiveness of the school's honor system. But probably the most appalling behavior that I have encountered is highly visible racism. From a classmate saying, quote, "We don't let brown people in our home," to a white student telling a black student, quote, "I'm going to lynch you." As one student put it, quote, "The school did nothing as usual." Tower Hill advertises a value system built on the ideas of gratitude, kindness, inclusivity, acceptance, and of Wilmington and of the world. But for words to mean anything, they must be followed by actions and results. Therefore, I propose a challenge. To the seniors, as we go beyond Tower Hill, be open-minded and empathize with others of different backgrounds. Find opportunities to help others and act against injustice. To the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, be the change agents in this school. Show compassion to your classmates and treat each other with respect and understanding. And to our faculty, administrators, and board members, hold each other accountable. Remedy injustice. What we think, we become. Buddha. Thank you.